This series on places of interest in Anuradhapura touches the Atamastana, literally 8 significant places relevant to Anuradhapura and with a certain religious resonance. In this second segment, providing a focus on the ancient city and kingdom of Anuradhapura in the north-central plains of Sri Lanka, we travel around the significant places which are of archaeological and religious value in the historical period starting from 350 BCE and was notably the first capital of this island. While there were several monarchs who ruled from Anuradhapura, King Dutugamnu has captured the minds and the imagination of the people of Sri Lanka. His interventions in the affairs of governance and rulership was from around 161 BCE. He, like many of his predecessors, was also religiously inclined and was a builder, and some of the places and locations associated with him were dealt with in Part 1. The 8 sacred sites in the Atamastana are Jaya Sri Mahabodhi, Ruwanvelisaya, Tuparamaya, Lova Mahapaya, Abhayagiri, Jetavanaramaya, Mirasavatya, and Lankarama. The Abhayagiri Vihara was a major monastic settlement in Anuradhapura. It was established by King Valagamba during his second reign in the period 89 to 77 BCE. However, it is speculated that the name was derived from the names of King Vattagamani Abhaya and the Jain monk Giri, who lived in the monastery. Encircled by great walls, bathing ponds and perfect moonstones, this center was the original custodian of the sacred tooth relic. This center was not just a monastic complex of buildings, but housed a society of over 5,000 Buddhist monks. Founded in the 2nd century BCE, it grew to an institution of international renown, attracting scholars from around the world. The monastery was also known for embracing varied Buddhist philosophies, including Mahayana, Theravada, and Vajrayana. The monk Fa Hien came to Lanka in search of the Dhamma in 412 CE and arrived at the Abhayagiri complex. By then, it was a leading Buddhist center. The influence of Hinduism is visible at this site, though the Buddhist doctrine was predominantly followed. The guardstones show the pot of plenty and the Nagaraja or anthropomorphic king cobra. Also the finest example of a moonstone, a creation unique to Sri Lanka's sculpture. It can be seen at the foot of the steps leading to King Mahasen's palace. The stupa has been fully restored and renovated as a UNESCO project through the Central Cultural Fund. This renovated version was unveiled in 2015. Following the destruction of the Mahavihara or Great Temple Complex, King Mahasena of Anuradhapura initiated construction of Jetavanaramaya Stupa and monastery. At the time, being 122 meters high, it was the tallest stupa in the world and the 3rd tallest structure. It is believed that a sash or belt used by the Buddha is the relic enshrined here. The amazing engineering skills and techniques employed to create this structure is astounding. Using an estimated 93 million bricks, these bricks could withstand a tremendous force. Made of a special composition of fine sand and clay, this mixture is still used today for construction, reconstruction, and restoration. This plaster layer acted as a waterproofing agent for the stupa. It is estimated that hundreds of brickyard workers combined with bricklayers and worked over a period of 15 years to complete this magnificent dagoba. With the fall of the Anuradhapura kingdom, the stupa fell into ruin and was rebuilt in the 12th century by King Parakramabahu. However, the height was reduced to just 71 meters. Today, restoration work to the Dagaba has been initiated and continues. This monument and its engineering ingenuity continues to cast a lasting legacy in the sacred area of Anuradhapura. The Mirisabeti Stupa was built by King Ditugamanu in the 2nd century BCE. The land extent is around 20 hectares, and legend has it that the king had placed some relics of the Buddha on a scepter. On returning, the scepter was immovable and the stupa was built at the same spot. Throughout the ages, it fell to ruin and was renovated and restored on successive occasions. The current structure has been renovated through the efforts of the Central Cultural Fund. This stupa built by King Valagamba is located in Galhebakada. Very little information is available about the history of this monument. There are stone pillars and columns which encircle the Dagaba, suggesting that there was a Vatadage covering over that which was present. The courtyard of the stupa is circular and is 406 meters in circumference. The stupa is at a slightly elevated terrace and is 14 meters in diameter. Close to the stupa is a man-made pond called the Atpokuna or Elephant Pond. 159 meters long and 52 meters wide, this pond has an estimated capacity of 75,000 cubic meters of water. Other than for its remarkable size is the fact that a complex system of underground canals working to this day feeds this pond from the Periyakkulama tank. These are some of the highlights of the Atamastana, the 8 sacred sites in the ancient city of Anuradhapura. There is much more to be seen and admired for the skill and ingenuity of an era gone by. The artistic beauty of the Isurmuniya lovers or the amazing engineering feat of the stone bridge will keep you enraptured. Today, the splendor of the sacred city of Anuradhapura awaits the traveler with most of its palaces, monasteries and monuments restored through years of painstaking work.